Okay, this is step 13, pinning the hem actually. So we're flipping the garment right sides out. Your overlays will extend a little bit beyond your underlays, but maybe not that consistent inch since we're dealing with knits here. So the first thing I'm going to do is clip partially into the seam allowances at that 1 inch up from the base, and that way I can offset that seam from itself by flipping one in one direction and one in the other direction. Be gentle here, try not to clip through that last row of stitches. Okay, I'm opening it up so I see the right sides of the underlay. I'm going to flip my seam allowance in the opposite direction and fold up that 1 inch so that the underlay is encased in the hem of the overlay. And then I'm going to do that at the other side seam. So I've zoomed in a little bit here so you can see that better. So I'm just pushing that seam allowance to one side and flipping up. Clipping into that seam there gives you a clear 1 inch fold. When you stitched, you may have shifted a little bit, so this just allows you to sort of normalize your hem. So now what I'm going to do is set my overlays 1 inch up from the hem. I'm using this throwing star to give me a little bit of a gauge. So I'll lay all the underlays flat and then fold up the overlay and pin in that point. I pin on the outer lace because that's how I stitch it. So the rollier the fabric, the more patience this is going to take, and also the more pinning. If your fabric is laying quite nicely, you might only need, 3 or 4 pins per side. But if it's super rolly, you need to pin more to make your stitching easier.